This is your host, Dub FFG, with the Fantasy Football GOAT Strategy, Week 11. How's everything going for you? Hopefully you're above 500, or maybe if you're slightly below, you're still in range. You're still in range to make those playoffs for the 2021 Fantasy Football season. Thank you for tuning in. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as we begin. So, let's get started. First, bowling combinations. What combinations are you going to use to unlock your fantasy power? Whether it be keys, numbers, or letters. Those are the three combinations that you can use. Either all three, 1, 2, or 3. So who knows? But again, let's get to it. Keys. Never sacrifice your studs unless injury is present. Combo them. Your studs, your Patrick Mahomes, your Dak Prescotts, your Tom Brady's, your Alvin Kamara's. Those particular players are ones you don't sacrifice, which simply means you don't bench. You only bench them unless they're injured. So, as you can see in my weekly must-start sleepers, you seldom hear me naming a stud player, because if I got to tell you to play your studs in a particular week, that means you are pretty. You need help. You need help in the area of. You haven't grasped fantasy yet, because there's no reason you should ever bench those guys again unless injury is present. So don't bench your studs just to insert to something, a big payday or big play day for somebody that's unknown. Your studs, you keep them in the game. If they're active, you put them in the game. Numbers. Combo them for greater stats. Again, these are they're not necessarily your studs, but maybe players that are starting to pick it up or have been picking it up, have been consistent all season with their stats. So someone like a Jalen Hurts. Again, so if you go back at the beginning of the season, in the preseason, I listed Jalen Hurts as one of my top 5 QB sleeper, and he has held up. But combo him with Devontae Smith, because they seem to be in a rhythm now and going down the stretch. They're looking for that, or they have that rhythm that they were looking for all season. So they finally have it between those two. So look for them to stay consistent. And again, everything Philly does, Jalen Hurts, he's the captain of the ship. So whether it be a running touchdown or a throwing touchdown, the large percent of the time is going to be Jalen Hurts. And Mac Jones and Henry Hunter, they're starting to get a rhythm as well. So again, combo them if you can. And Tua and Waddle. Well, again, prior to Tua's injury, even in the preseason, I named Tua as one of my sleepers as well. So go back and listen to that video of the top 5 QB sleepers for 2021 in preseason. So Tua and Waddle should be getting in a rhythm pretty soon, because Tua's been in and out, so they haven't quite gotten in it just yet. But you see the potential when they hook up. You see the potential when Tua's on the field with those two. Even though Tua's not a favorite down in Miami, yeah, we all know. But as long as he's on the field, as long as he's playing, those two have big stats ahead of them. Next, letters. What I mean by letters, your defenses, your DSTs. Again, these are defenses that have tend to rise in the past few weeks and have really kind of got in the top 10 of fantasy football defenses. That's the Miami Dolphins defense, and they have a favorable schedule going down the stretch. Look at the Patriots with 20.8 and the Titans with 20.1. Again, all average points. So these are very valuable, very good, consistent defenses that you're going to get from fantasy standpoint. Again, don't look at it as, oh, these teams are bad or these teams are losing. What are they getting stat-wise? Again, go back to Jalen Hurts example. Their team is bad. So Jalen tends not to get a lot of his points until the third and fourth quarter, because he's come back, so he's throwing a lot. So look at these defenses as the same. Miami, Patriots, and Titans. Patriots on the rise. Dolphins on the rise. Again, because Miami has a favorable schedule. So Tua and Waddle should be doing well, as well as the Dolphins defense. And the big game of the week, the Cowboys and the Chiefs. Yeah, this is probably going to be the most watched game of week 11, and it's going to be a high scoring game. Every skilled player that you have for the Cowboys and the Chiefs, play them. All with the exception of the defenses, because the defenses, they're going to be challenged on both sides. But your quarterbacks, your wide receivers, and your running backs, if they're a Cowboy or Chief player, put them in the game. Whether it be your studs, again, I shouldn't have to tell you to play your studs, for your flex players. Put them in the game. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Mahomes' numbers are going to be good. Dak Prescott's numbers are going to be good. Again, both teams, well, particularly the Cowboys, has a high-powered offense, and just with the simple presence of Patrick Mahomes in an offense makes it high-powered. He can be average skill players, but just his presence makes it high-powered. The Cowboys and the Chiefs are going to get it on. It's going to be legendary. It's going to be something to see. So, again, just simple. Let's look at the numbers. I think the Chiefs are opening up as a 2-point favorite in the game. Minus 2-point favorite in the game. So it's going to be close, particularly if the Chiefs win. If the Chiefs win, you're probably looking at a score of, let's say, 31-34 Chiefs. But if the Cowboys win, you're looking at a score maybe 35-24. Again, these numbers are pretty close, particularly if the Chiefs win. But even look at the projections. Both quarterbacks, according to ESPN Fantasy, both quarterbacks are projected to get 27.1 points. Again, very, very close. Travis Kelce, he's projected to outscore Dalton Schultz, but Schultz is going up against the 27th ranked defense against tight ends, and Kelce the 7th ranked defense against tight ends from how Dallas is going to play them. So this is going to be something here. Again, watch the standoff. This is going to be a legendary standoff. Two quarterbacks, two young stud quarterbacks going at it, because again, this gets the harder they ball, or simply the harder they fall. It could be Cuffy and Cherokee Bill all over again. So watch this game, play your studs. So Cowboys and Chiefs, you got them, put them in the game. And in summary, combos to success. The shootout games, play all your skill players. Again, play your studs, keep them in, again, unless they're injured. And again, combo some skill players that are consistent. Your Hurts and Smith, your Tua and Waddle, your Mac Jones and your Hunter Henry. So again, play these people consistently, because again, they're going to get you consistent numbers. Similar to reality, you just got to build around them. Build your team solidly around them. And again, pick up what you need for your needs in waiver wire. There's a Cam Newton out there if you want to back up or just want to have. Robbie Anderson should be, his value has went up with Cam Newton as a quarterback. So again, get those people, and even look at Mark Ingram and Adrian Peterson. So some of them, they've been out there, but they've kind of nobody's really, most people in a wait and see about those two. But now you see, go ahead and pick them up. You may want to plug and play. Those are some people you can switch in and out. But again, get them and keep them on your team and have them ready to play. Again, this is your host, Dub FFG, with the Fantasy Football GOAT Strategies. So thank you for tuning in. Hit that like and subscribe button. We'll see you again next time. Always remember, chess mind, poker face. Till next time.